Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Kimberly Reese Mensah. I'm a wife, a mother, a publicist, and a friend. Won't you join me every Monday for Motivation Mondays as we navigate this crazy life we all live in? See you there. Good morning. Oh my gosh. I have no voice this morning. I have nothing. Happy Monday. Happy Motivation Monday. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm going to tell you, I am exhausted, but I am so full. So I have so much to talk to you guys about today. Before we get into it, you know what we do. You know what we do. It's Duncan. It's Duncan. Got my... I went ahead and stayed with the pumpkin spice latte. I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm doing a taste comparison. I had McDonald's spice latte, pumpkin spice latte the other day. It was so good. Sorry, Duncan. It was so good, right? So I said, and the reason I had it is because I had gotten a meal, and instead of getting a regular drink, I got the pumpkin spice latte. So, and you know, all that, I have the app and all that. So, but I love my Dunkin'. I do. Anyway. And they take such good care of me at the Dunkin' store. There's just something extra in this. I don't know what it is. It was good. You know, the other one was really good. But I don't know. It's just something about my Dunkin'. Come on, Dunkin'. I know y'all see these videos. I need you to sponsor my videos. I know you do. Because I tag you and everything. Happy Monday, y'all. That's so good. Hello, whoever is here. Welcome to my live. Listen, if you guys don't follow me on YouTube, please do. Because some of you see these videos live, but then I edit them in YouTube and it's a whole different video. Like, it's a whole different thing, right? So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my YouTube videos. Please follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and follow me here on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. Yep, I got my avocado toast. Listen, I didn't have avocado toast at home because I make it almost every morning. And I have it on Mondays, of course, but because I get it from Dunkin'. Now, Dunkin' makes this avocado toast is thebomb.com. I add tomatoes on mine and a little bit of bacon on mine. Yeah, y'all, those who know, I'm tend to eat pescatarian. Sometimes I eat a little bacon. So good. Okay. One bite. That's it this time. I took 2 bites last time. I think I ate the whole sandwich last time. Okay. A little bit to wash down. So good. All right. Let's get into this. Y'all. Oh my goodness. Please say hi to me. If you're here, you're watching. I can't see you. I can see that you guys are in here, but I can't see who's watching. Let's talk about the Woman King. First of all, I'm not going to give away the storyline. I can't do that. Like, I need you to go see the movie. First of all, shout out to my girl Tiffany Ware for putting together this wonderful event where she actually bought out an entire theater, and it was filled to capacity with women of color. And we came in our African garb. We had on something Afrocentric. Every woman there had on something Afrocentric. I think almost every woman had a print, a jacket, a skirt. Me and my girls, we had garb from head to toe, even jewelry. Shout out to her. It was a wonderful experience. Let me tell you something. I cry. Let me speak for myself. Although other women have talked to me about it, their experience, that were there. Let's talk about my experience. The minute that the first scene came on, and the minute you see the woman king, now you know what it's about. It's about a woman king and female soldiers. Okay, so you got that, right? They're warriors, not soldiers, warriors. The first thing you see is that. Oh my word. All I can tell you is I just welled up and I just started boo-hooing. Nothing was even said yet. There was no dialogue, and I just cried. And not only did I cry, I found out almost the entire theater, all the women were just welling up and tearing and crying. Hi, Lisa Titus. Hi, you, honey, sissy. How are you? I was like, oh my word. And from then on, it was a roller coaster ride. So well done. So well directed. It was a woman's production, and that's huge in Hollywood. Not just because it was a woman, a production for people of color, but it was a woman's production. You know, it was produced by Viola Davis, and it was directed by a female, black female director. And oh my word, all the actors, oh my gosh. And then there's so much history that is true, real history. Okay, real history. And those of you know about the transatlantic slave trade, you know, my heart lives there. As a diasporan, as someone who has gone back to Africa many times, my heart is there. My heart is there. And just the history, you know, the Portuguese, it tells the story. It tells the story of what happened during that time and how different tribes were involved in it, and how the Portuguese and how the Europeans and how, oh my word, it was phenomenal. I could cry right now just talking about it. Viola Davis, I have tweeted you. I have sent you a message on Instagram. Thank you for making this movie. And I was so happy. Only my other daughter is in Arizona. That's the only reason she wasn't with me. And we may go see it again right when she comes back in November. I don't know if it'll still be in theaters. Hopefully it is. Because usually movies that do well, they stay in theaters. But oh my word. I was so proud to sit there with my daughters. And then after the movie was over, all of us women, it was about 100 women in that room. And we all just walked out with our chests up and yes, it was that kind of movie. I'm trying to liken it to another movie that has a woman's feel to it, that women are powerful. And I got to think about that. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Tiffany Ware. I'm just talking about you and thanking you for what you did yesterday. And I'm giving my review without giving away the movie of yesterday, and the whole feel and the whole vibration and the energy. Oh my gosh, the room, the women that were there. Now I'm going to tell you how yes, absolutely, sis. So I met Tiffany. I did a photo shoot some years ago. We did an organic one first, and the next year we did another one. The second year we did it, we should have done it that way, because that's another story. We should have kept it organic. But the first year we did it, it was called 200 Women in Afros. And 200 women just randomly showed up in afros, in black, and came and had, good morning, Sister Monday. Aklaba. Aklaba. I'm so glad you love the movie. Yeah, I know the vibe was, oh my gosh. Listen, let me tell you something. And you all know I love y'all, right? My viewers, people who watch me, people who follow me on Instagram, who follow me on YouTube. Most of my followers on YouTube. Those who follow Motivation Kimberly on Facebook. Let me say this. I love everybody, but I love us. I love Black women. I'm a Black woman. And I love Black women. But I met Tiffany when I did the 200 Women in Afros photo shoot, and we just been connected ever since, right? We connected, I think, that second year, and I don't have any jewelry on. I took it all off. But all my jewelry, as you guys know, it is glamhoarder.com. I've talked about this all the time. Every time I wear jewelry, I've worn a few headpieces. It's come from her, right? The other stuff comes straight from Ghana. So, but I get my stuff from I don't buy any other jewelry from any other company. I've never been a jewelry company buyer anyway, but I buy from Tiffany. So if you need anything, yes. So, Tiffany, what we had did afros and not just a natural afro and locks, because, now I'm locked and you're locked too. So those of us that were wearing afros, we locked. And so what we're going to do is I actually have a ambassador, Kim Kimball. Kim is on speed dial. We talk all the time. She was supposed to come to Cincinnati. We did it, but COVID hit. So we had to cancel it that year. The first year we were going to do it again was in 2019, and COVID hit. So we had to cancel it. So we're going to do it again. Okay. So definitely going to do it again. And I'm excited that your next event, and Tiffany, please put in there all the stuff that you do. You have the Brown Girls Project, you have glamhoarder.com, and you also do that CCW class. Please put that in there so people can know it. Yes, please. Okay, I'm going to hold you to it. Let's organize it together. Yes, absolutely. Because the one sister who was kind of with me, she didn't do a lot. She just kind of showed up with me when I did media stuff. I just told her what I was doing. She said, okay, I'm there. So that's kind of what I love her support though. But I know you and I can kind of organize it. So yes, let's do that. As a matter of fact, some of the women that were at the event last night, I kept recognizing them, and Alexis is one. And remember I said, hey sis, where I know you from? It was from the Afros event. That's how we first met. So I loved the event. So Tiffany, thank you for doing that. And let me say this. I am a huge advocate for diasporans going back to Africa to rediscover themselves. I am a huge advocate for that. I've been to several African countries along the western region of Africa, which is West Africa. I went to South Africa when I was younger, but let me say this. You got to go back just once. And you don't have to come to Ghana. You can go to Gambia. You can go to Kenya. You can go to, and I'm speaking these countries in particular because they are the more, I feel, safer, friendly places. Yes, please do that. Do that. And so, okay, thank you, Bible.com. And so, I am a huge advocate for going back and rediscovering yourself. Let me say this. I work with Africans that are born in Africa who are here in the States now. My business partner is Ghanaian. I'm married to a Ghanaian man. And one of the things that we have to dispel is the Black American and African American issue. Right. I actually formed some years ago the African American Alliance, where those different people from in art, we started here in Cincinnati, that represent African countries, Cameroon, Nigeria, Gambia, Ghana, Kenya, and I feel like I'm Senegal. That's where we started off, and we had our meetings, because the important part of that is we understand what history is like. We understand how the division came and how even African countries amongst themselves have issues, right? So Tiffany's saying she couldn't wait to go back. Yeah, Sierra Leone is another one. Yes, thank you for bringing that up. Absolutely. So there are places and places you can go in Africa. Listen, guys, don't believe the hype. Don't believe what you see on media, that Africa is scary and that Africa is a bad place and you'll get killed. They ain't thinking about us. You know what they're thinking about? They're thinking about bringing our revenue into the countries and helping them. That's what they're thinking about. They're not thinking, they welcome people in. You know, the killings and stuff that you hear about that happen is all ritualistic, and sometimes it is among tribes and all that. That has nothing to do with us. I'm telling you. So don't go. Now, I will tell you, Nigeria, I would say stay away from Nigeria for right now, because especially in certain areas, you gotta be careful as a foreigner. Yeah, you might get robbed. I'm just gonna say, you might even get kidnapped, and they want your money and let you go. They don't kill you, but that's what they do, right? But let's get back to this movie. But let's talk about, again, let me get back to my point. My point is that we are African. We're just born here in America. And so it takes Africans to recognize that and acknowledge that, yes, although they say, well, you're a Black American. No, I'm an African American. I'm Black. You're Black too. We're all Black. It's just you were born in Africa and I was born here, but I'm African. Okay. So that's the reality of it. That's the clarity, right? Let's get back to this movie, right? So again, without giving away the plot, without giving away any of the things, you got to go see this movie. As a matter of fact, there's another group of ladies going on the east side of town. And I was telling Tiffany about, I said, oh, I'm coming to both. I'm going to both because, you know, I went to your event, which I loved your event. And there's another event going on here on the east side of town. It's a private event. And if you guys are interested, let me know. Hello, Vanashi. How are you, cousin? How are you? Welcome to my live. So I just would implore not only women of color going to see this movie, I think everybody should see this movie. This movie is for everybody because of the rich history in it. And there's so much symbolism. Oh my word. And Tiffany, at the end, you understand the symbolism. Oh my gosh, I can't give it away, but I'm like, yes, she found, oh my gosh, I can't go into it because I want you to see it. I want you to go see it. So today's money motivation, or Motivation Monday, as I call it, every Monday as I do this, I implore you to learn more about your history. I implore you. As a matter of fact, you know, it's funny because I have this Ghana flag I keep in my car, but I implore you to learn about your history. I implore you to learn more about African culture. I implore you to learn and teach your children. If you are white and you have white children, whether you're Jewish, white, whatever you are, and your kids don't know about African history, teach them because they're not teaching it in schools. There's lots of stuff they don't teach of history that's happened to Black Americans, African Americans in this country and beyond that. Because guess what? Our history is not just about slavery. Our history goes way back. And that was one great thing about this movie. So today's Motivation Monday, I'm going to leave you with know yourself, learn yourself. And if you're not African, teach your children about Africa and how much Africa has played a major role in this country, in the U.S., and how much Africa has played in countries all around the world, how precious Africa is and how much it has influenced our way of life. All right, guys, with that being said, I love you so much, Reese's Pieces. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day and have an awesome week. And I will see you next time. Bye.